When this hamster was home alone, he crawled out of his cage. Then he found a handbag on the floor. The hamster treated the tissues in the bag as his bedding, so he crazily stuffed the tissues into his mouth. He successfully climbed back into his cage and returned home. The hamster spat out the tissues he had stolen, but the trip had made him very tired, so he slept for a long time, until a girl took the hamster out of the cage. She wanted the hamster to play outside, so she put him into a ball, so he could crawl and roll all over the floor. He even kept chasing the chihuahua. He accidentally knocked over a vase on the table, but the owner thought it was the naughty chihuahua's fault. After she cleaned up the broken pieces on the floor, the hamster secretly escaped through the front door. He accidentally rolled into an elevator and ended up on the 50th floor with a construction worker. He rolled around the construction site, always at risk of falling from high up. But the lucky hamster rolled into a slide, falling all the way from the top floor into a trash bin, and ended up on the dirty and chaotic streets. He walked across the street for the first time, but it seemed like no one noticed or cared about the little creature. The hamster walked a long way and came to a small alley, but unfortunately ran into a stray cat. The cat was curious about the moving ball, treating it as a fun toy. Suddenly the hamster lost the ball that protected him, and he had to crawl out of it. The cat couldn't wait to enjoy this prey, but the hamster happened to crawl into a sewer. He crawled down through the pipes, freely exploring the underground world. Suddenly, it began to rain heavily in New York. Rainwater continuously poured into the sewer. The hamster used a floating rock to ride the current and reach the exit. He returned to the outside world and discovered a pet store by the roadside. The little hamster happily slipped into the shop, hiding inside a large carpet, almost getting stepped on. Then he climbed up a wall with effort and immediately began enjoying the free food inside. However, no one noticed the hamster. He was mistaken for trash and thrown into a bin, but he bit a hole with his teeth and successfully escaped from the truck. Where do you think this hamster's journey will end?